What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be discussing whether or not certain animals in the animal kingdom are overrated when it comes to a fight. I have made 2 videos on this, ranking the toughest animals to beat in a fight. But what I didn't do is I didn't include footage of these animals fighting or doing something that is aggressive. And the concept behind this video is that a lot of these animals that are hyped up as being boogeymen, like chimps, and here we have an orangutan, and people talk about orangutans like they're the strongest guys ever. A lot of these tales are just folk tales, and that's kind of it. These guys are all overrated. I'm going to show you videos of bears, like grizzly bears hanging out with people, on unicycles, and chimpanzees falling over themselves. And the point that I'm going to make is, are these animals as tough as people think? I don't think so. And I think that they are very overrated. And I think that I'm calling out Joe Rogan right now. I think Joe Rogan overrates animals quite a bit when it comes to their fighting ability and how tough and dangerous they are. Most of these guys will run away from you if they encounter you in the woods. Heck, you bring up a Siberian tiger and it's probably running away. So here's the first clip. We're going to be discussing the orangutan. These are sort of the grapplers of the ape world, very strong. They talk about, these guys, like if they get a hold of you, they're going to crush your leg and they'll pull you limb from limb. Let's get a load of the orangutan. Here's a video. It's titled "Orangutan Attacks a Machine." This is one of those, bulldozers. So this is an orangutan attacking, like one of these digging machines. And it... Dude, these guys are clumsy as fuck. I'm sorry, dude, but they're clumsy as hell. You can't tell me that these things are beating me in a fight. Look at this guy. He's oafing his way to the top. Dude, are you kidding me? Let's go back. This is what's happening with this guy. This is what's happening if this guy fucking trudges along at me. I'm firing off a front kick. And I'm knocking him off of the tree. And he's coming toppling down as he is here. That's hilarious, bro. These guys are clumsy as fuck. I'm tired of people hyping them up. Anyway, let's see what he's able to do after this. What is the method to his madness? This is a test of fight IQ. What is his motive? Yo, the funniest thing though is that this video is titled "Orangutan Attacks Something" that's destroying its home. So actually, it's a bit of a sad video. But that's the best. Even when it is destroying its home, that's like the epitome of when an orangutan would be angry. That's like, it's as if that's the state at which you would be in if something attacks your family. I don't mean to get Anthony Smith on you, but literally, you would expect an orangutan, when it's defending its home territory, to be super amped. And the best it's got is a fucking oafy charge, trudging itself at 2 miles per hour. These guys are slow pokes. Are you kidding me? This is the boogeyman that people talk about? Man, get out of here. These guys ain't tough. These guys ain't tough. I'm sorry, they're not tough. They just aren't tough. Okay? Let's move on to the next one. I'm going to look up a chimpanzee one. But again, back to my point, because I just remembered it. You'll see these videos online of, tiger attacks human. Or elephant attacks truck. And they freaking bump into it like fools. They bump into a person, and they kind of paw away and growl at them. And that's the big attack. And then Joe Rogan goes on there and overhypes them on the internet and buffs up their skill set as if they eat people's heads for breakfast. Never happened. Okay? Never happened. But there's low-key 50 million people in India that have gotten eaten by tigers. So sometimes it might happen, but we'll move on to the next one. So now we are going to be looking at chimpanzees and what they're capable of. So again, chimpanzees are the real boogeyman of the ape world. Everyone knows gorillas are dangerous, and a gorilla will fuck you up. I'm not here to take away from a gorilla. Those guys are tough. But chimpanzees, I think, are overrated. I said in my last video that chimpanzees are 3 times the strength of an average man. That's actually not true. Apparently, they're like 1.5 times the strength of an average man. And if you were a fit and in shape man, you're probably as strong, if not stronger, than a chimp. So right off the bat, they've always been overrated. But again, people talk about these guys like they get a hold of your hand and it just grips onto your hand in a friendly way and you have a mark there forever because of how strong its grip was. Or these things, like they give you a little bit of a bop. Apes, they're not going to give you a high five. They'll bop you a little bit just to kind of see what's going on. And they act like that little bop that an ape does will blow your shoulder out of its socket. Let's actually see how dangerous these things are. And also, people talk about them like they're just natural-born killers. Let's see the natural-born killers on the loose. Because again, the reason why I'm making this video is I'm going to show that people are capable of beating up these apes in a fight situation. Okay, not just like unprovoked, like a fight situation. So this is a chimp attack. So right off the bat, this guy is hitting its chest. He's got it. He's displaying his machismo. So let's see what he does. There's people watching. I guess it's at a zoo. That doesn't look so tough to like. Again, I always describe it as if there's going to be like a charge and they're going to leap 50 feet in the air at 50 miles per hour. Dude, one of these apes starts to fucking get in front of a person that's capable of throwing a kick. You know, people that are trained in martial arts, like my 2 years of rusty kickboxing, you start freaking bopping around like that. I'm sorry, man, but you're catching a side kick right to the face. What? This guy's like looking to the ground like a toddler falling over himself. And then this guy's just trudging forward. Are you kidding me? See, they get confused. Now he's attacking the wrong guy. He has no idea what he's doing. These are the masterminds. These are the vicious warfare warmongers that people talk about. And this guy just fell off. Literally, you couldn't make this shit up. This guy just falls off of a cliff because of how clumsy he is. These guys don't even know where he went. They started looking in the cave. Now he thinks that his friend is his opponent. I'm sorry, these animals are so unbelievably stupid compared to people. Right off the bat, they're not, people act like you get in front of a chimp and it's analyzing your every move and you move a muscle to the left and it leaps at the left 50 miles per hour. No, these things are slow. You could juke it out so easily. Oh, okay, here we go. So now they're using tools. So right off the bat, that's dangerous. If this guy's a tool, okay, now it's a fair fight. Okay, I see. We'll play that game. Maybe I pick up a stick of my own on the force. Let's see how this guy would do against me. He's just aimlessly, yep, he just chucks it on the ground. Here he is, waving it around. Here he goes, here he goes. He's missing every single time. Here he goes, here he goes. Wow, what a dangerous attack. What a nasty attack. Are you kidding me? This is it? Okay, now they're fighting, now they're scrapping. All right, they're hitting each other a couple times. This is nothing, man. These guys are fucking fools. Next up, we are going to look at Joe Rogan's most hyped up animal. That is the polar bear. So again, polar bears, Joe Rogan talks about them as if, he constantly says if they're a black bear, you make noise. If they're a brown bear, you roll on the ground and play dead. And if they're a polar bear, good night. Okay? That's what Rogan says. Yet I've seen countless videos like this of people chilling with polar bears. This is Rogan's #1, public enemy #1 for Rogan. This is it? This is the guy? You think that polar bears are the most dangerous animal on the planet? You don't understand. Rogan will say, you don't understand. He'll be waving his arms around like a freaking, velociraptor. Polar bears are nasty, and they just start eating you. They don't care who you are. They have no souls, soulless eyes. As soon as they see you, they're taking a bite out of your neck. Okay, let's see how that is in real life. Wow. Literally, This guy is totally in the head of the polar bear. He's totally won its trust and has become basically its owner. So win for the human. The bear is still strong. It's still tough. I mean, of course, if it's angry at you, it's going to beat you up. But these guys look pretty docile to me. These guys look pretty docile to me, dude. Let's hear what he has to say. It's just silly music. Again, like Rogan talks about polar bears and you'll hear like this ominous music in the background. Here we go. These are the Klondike bears. These are literally the Klondike bears that Rogan tells you they don't exist in nature. People think these guys are like Yogi Bear and they don't exist like that in nature. I mean, you think this is Peach and Creamville? This is literally what people talk about. And this is actually reality. The reality is these animals aren't as dangerous as people make them out to be. I could go up to this bear and take a selfie just like this guy.